Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome to this broadcast. As we begin to draw the curtains on the year 2024, today is the 30th of December 2024, and in a few hours from now, a couple of hours from now, we'll be bringing 2024 to an end, and we'll be embracing a brand new year, 2025. So we'll begin to recap on the things that happened in 2024. There'll be a couple of videos like this. We're going to feature different aspects of our lives in 2024. And in this edition in particular, I've chosen to look at Dirty December, Afro Beats, and naked women and our youths. Now, a lot of you are going to misunderstand what I'm going to be saying in this broadcast, but that's fine. You know, I'm the kind of person who I have room for everybody. You don't have to like everything I say. I probably don't like everything that you say, but we just find a midpoint, okay? I, for one, believe it or not, it is only in this 2024, and I'm starting from the end of the month because I want to feature something that is just close to my heart at the end of this year, something that stood out for me. I, for one, I never knew about this Dirty December, believe it or not. 2024 was the first time I got to hear about Dirty December, and it was my wife that pointed me to the fact that there's this phenomenon called Dirty December. I'm like, Dirty December, what's it all about? And then she made me realize it was about, shows and fun and events happening all over Nigeria, but especially in Lagos and some in Abuja, which I was actually impressed. I was intrigued with the fact that we're trying to do something that could boost tourism industry. And it was also good to see that in spite of the state of things in Nigeria, in spite of the government not doing anything to help the citizens, be as happy as they would normally be during December, that people, individuals were making efforts to try to have fun in spite of everything. Like everything doesn't have to be very negative, you know what I mean? So I kind of like the idea of just doing anything to make people just have some fun in December. I don't think I actually like the name, but that's another thing. It can be anything, but it is the motive behind it that I found interesting. But I have a script I wrote for this presentation, and I'm going to try to stay on course so that I don't enter the bush. So what I did was I put the script up, and I'm going to use that script to kind of direct what I'm going to be talking about today. So now we've kind of talked about what Dirty December is all about. The shows, the restaurants, the beaches, the hotels, the sightseeing, so many events, weddings, birthday parties, opening of houses, engagements, so many new things, activities happening around December. This is for someone who doesn't know what December means in Nigeria, and especially for someone like me who's from the southeast part of Nigeria. December period is a very serious period. Like we literally turn the whole place upside down. Okay, we don't joke with December. So now that we've got this Dirty December out of the way, one thing that stands out during this Dirty December and all of these shows is the Afro Beats music. Now let's pause to go back to my to my to my to my notes, and I'll read something from for you. Okay. Now it says that in this episode we're going to discuss the troubling trend of moral decadence. Yes, moral decadence in the music industry. And I'm not trying to be moralistic or trying to be pious here, but I'll explain. Afro Beats has become a global sensation, captivating audiences with its infectious rhythms and vibrant culture. Nobody would deny that Afro Beats comes with a very, very infectious rhythm, and it has really, really done well for itself. However, there's a darker side to this booming genre, and that we need to address. Now you'll be like, Chidi, what's this one now? Why are you going to start attacking Afrobeat? I'm not attacking Afrobeat, but it is important that we discuss this dark side of Afrobeat because it is something that has a lot of influence in what goes on in our society. Yes, I'm a Christian. I am trained as a pastor, and somebody will be like, Chidi, why are you discussing Afrobeats? Yes, it's because of the kind of person that I am. Remember, I told you you mustn't like me, but I am the kind of person who is a realist. I am a musician myself. So I am someone who is close to music. And if you're close to music and you love good music is good music. Mind you, the genre of the music isn't, or the rhythm of the music, or the style of the music isn't what makes it bad. There are Christian Afrobeat music, by the way. And once a genre is in vogue, if you're fighting it, you're wasting your time. That is the thing for the season. So all you can do is try to um, captivate your own audience using what is in vogue. It's just like fashion. If people are wearing a certain color, they can use that color to express themselves in whichever way they like, good, bad, ugly. And so when it comes to Afrobeat music, don't just look at it that, oh, I'm just going to and I don't like it when people think, oh, this music is just bad. No, no, no. It is the way the music is used. So as someone who is close to music and you're listening to Afrobeat music, you're playing Afrobeat music, and you're appreciating what the artists have done, you get to also watch their videos, okay? And as a content creator, I get to watch a lot of videos. Yes, believe you me, I watch so many videos because you have to. If they say, "Oh, somebody did something," you have to go watch the video, and so it exposes you to all kinds of content, and you have to be a very strong person to be able to do these things that we do. In fact, to go through life, you have to be very strong with your perception of events, with the way you analyze things, and the way you form your opinions. You have to be very, very grounded so that you're not derailed. So back to the music. You watch these music videos and you get to see what is the general trend with these music videos, and that is the disturbing part of it. Let's go back to our notes. We're going to explore how women are often objectified and reduced to mere props in musical videos. You see, women in those musical videos, a lot of the Afrobeat music, you just see the women being used as objects, scantily clad and portrayed in a way that diminishes their dignity. These women are more than just eye candy. They are individuals with dreams, aspirations, and dignity. Yet, the industry seems to care little about their well being. It's troubling to see how these visuals are shaping the minds of our youth, teaching them that their worth is tied to their appearance. That is where I begin to have a problem with Afro beats and the videos and all of that. I normally ask myself, how do these girls that they use in these videos, how do they end up? You know, we see them clad in almost nothing, wearing very scanty clothing, and this is what you get to see in these videos, and it is pumped out daily and emphasized. The emphasis is on the dressing with or without even clothing. And that is where I have a problem. The point there is these girls that allow themselves to be used in these videos, these are people's kids, very young people. When they do these things at that age, do they think about the future? You know, or when we are trying to showcase our culture, mind you, in our culture, because everything is our perception, we also dress in scanty clothing, okay? But when it is portrayed in a certain way as to show our culture, you can even understand it to be part of our culture. But when the way it is depicted in the Afro Beats musical videos, you know that what they have in mind is something else altogether. They have totally different objective in portraying the young ladies the way they are portrayed in these videos, and that's where we have. Please, can you guys not call me now? If you want to call, you can call later in the video, but not right now, please. Thank you very much, because I know there are people who normally call in to the show, but we may do that at the end of the show, but not now. Now, so I am really worried about the way the ladies are depicted, but also worrisome. The worrisome part of it is when you even see the female artists themselves beginning to encourage women to be perceived in the way that I am worried. I'm worried that women are being depicted in a certain way. But to see people like um, is it Iris Star and Thames and what's her name? Tiwa Savage. Now there's this new clothing that they're wearing now where they just allow the clothing to go just two pieces of clothing. And it I don't know. If someone will say, "Oh, Dr. Chidi, close your eyes now. I know concern you." No, no, no. That's not how it works. Because you are putting it out there. We would have to not watch anything on the internet again because you guys are putting up stuff out there. I know this will be misunderstood, but I am just expressing what is a concern to me. Okay, so I don't really buy that idea that you can only present Afro beats by being very scantily dressed. But it's not just the visuals. The lyrics of many Afrobeat songs often glorify drug use, fancy cars, and a lifestyle that's far from reality for most of us. This constant bombardment of materialism and uh, hedonism is leading our youth astray, promoting a superficial lifestyle that values possessions over personal growth and integrity. You see, the musicians, it's the young people that make these musicians who they are. The cars that you see them driving, the big mansions that they buy, and this is not just even home to only Afro beats. By the way, a lot of other musicians do this, but it is the impression that it has on our young people that is worrisome, because this in Afro beats, which I'm focusing on today, you see them showing where they're smoking and drinking and just partying, smoking, drinking, partying. That's what the songs is all about. You understand? In the one of the songs that was by Odumodi was talking about cocaine. Even the one that what's his name did. He was talking about cocaine. That one that even sounded like a gospel music. Holy Ghost power. The guy was talking about cocaine in the music, and our young people listen to this and they want to be like their idols. And this is a very dangerous trend that if we don't begin to address it, we'll pay terribly for these things. We need to ask ourselves, what message are we sending to the next generation? Are we teaching them that their worth is tied to their appearance or the positions they own? It's time for a change. We need to hold the industry accountable and demand better representation and messaging. Our youth deserve role models who inspire them to be their best selves, not just reflections of a superficial lifestyle. See, no wonder why you see a lot of Yahoo Yahoo boys going to do things and getting into occultic um, um, uh, all kinds of, like, they go to native doctors, they engage in occultic practices. Some people go to the length of killing people because they want to be rich. They call that Yahoo Plus. They want to be rich so that they can drive their own Lamborghini. That's just supposed to be the ultimate in life. And who are their role models? Who are the people teaching them to do this? It is, remember, I love all these Afro Beats artists. I love what they've done for us. They've taken Nigeria to a height that the government is not able to do. So I love them. I like all of them. But it is people like Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Shake. They are always competing with each other, showing cars, showing chains. And I kind of understand it. If you make the amount of money that these guys make, you know, what is 1,000 naira to somebody else could be the equivalent of $1 million to them. So you don't blame them because they have to spend their money. But I'm wondering if the way it is showcased is not leading our young people to do some things that they end up regretting. And then we talked about Dirty December, a time of the year when the party scene reaches its peak and the influence of these music videos becomes even more pronounced. During Dirty December, the pressure to conform to these glamorous yet awful, yet often harmful ideals is at its all-time high. It's a season that could be about celebration and joy, but instead it often highlights the very issues we're discussing. Just recently, the other day, I saw a publication that they found a boat full of drugs at the Lagos beach in Lagos. Imagine when the world turns their eye on Nigeria and Nigeria youths and discover that, oh, there's an increase in intake of harmful substances and illegal substances, drugs generally, and they begin to ship these drugs to Nigeria, and it is on the streets and it is cheap. What will happen to our next generation? These guys already don't have jobs. The government is not helping out, and now you're introducing them to cheap drugs, something that will make them forget their sorrows and just live life like nothing matters. Imagine the impact it's going to have on our youths. Okay, and during that Dirty December, everybody is trying to, of course, you're trying to do what you see in the music video. Music video is all about carrying a red cup and then smoking and just women dancing without their clothes. This is what these music videos are always depicting. Now, join us as we call for better representation and messaging in the industry. Let's make a difference together by demanding that the music industry respects the dignity of women and promotes positive values. Our youth deserve better, and it's up to us to ensure they get it. You see, that's why I'm lending my voice, and I think it's high time we hold our musicians accountable. When Afrobeat started, the modern version of Afrobeats, not like the fella them version. When this new move started, we saw them trying to just promote African culture in their dressing, in their hairstyle. But right now, it's moved to a competition of who can dress with the least amount of clothing. Of course, the men already don't have any top when they're performing. I don't have any problem with that. But maybe the ladies, and this is just my opinion, because I mean it's a free world. Nobody's forcing you to watch their videos. Nobody's forcing you to agree with them. But since you guys are making good rhythmic music that is catching the world, and influencing the music industry, taking the world by storm. I'm just thinking that we can just do a little bit. Think about our young people. Think about the generation that is looking up to you guys. I think you guys can try to consider our young people and reduce the way you are exhibiting certain practices that or that encourages habits that are harmful to our young people, namely drugs, illicit sex, smoking, alcohol abuse, and all manner of things. You know, ladies, the lady artists, the lady musicians, you guys have a duty. We cannot be trying to speak up for women and you guys go and do things that will make it look like we're wasting our time. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Anyway, you've heard me. This is my concern, and I'm hoping that in the year to come, 2025, we will see more decent videos. We will see videos that are inspiring, videos that will give our young people something to look forward to, and will preserve our culture and the level of will not downgrade the level of morality in our society, but will uplift it. Okay, so that's my message for you guys as we begin to wind down on 2024. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I really, really wish that you guys will leave us a comment. Let's see what you think. Let's hear what you think. Do you think it's none of our business to talk about it? Do you think it's proper that they are doing the kind of videos that they are doing, or are you advocating for a change? Let us know in the comment section. And on behalf of Dr. Erica and every member of our crew, my name is Dr. Chidi. I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye bye.